Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Alpha Omega occasionally. I found a shaded spot because when I started driving, when I left the car park there, I had a reading of 39 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit because I only speak English. But however, we're on the way to replace something that's old for something that's new. But unfortunately, we can't do that to ourselves. We may be able to do it in the future, you know, with nanotechnology and all the rest of it. We may be able to replace or maintain our organs indefinitely, you know, but because we can't do that, we face the prospect of getting old. And I'm getting old and you're getting old. We're all getting older, and thankfully we're all getting older, because getting older means you're still here. The older you get, the longer you're here, and it's wonderful. And the guys that criticize me for being a creep when I do my interviews with the girls on the Big Picture El Panorama because I say I'm too old, I'd love to see what they're like when they're 60. Will they just stop looking at beautiful girls? I doubt it very much. Will they be creeps? I don't know. Anyway, the thing that I'm talking about today is growing old, and you can't replace yourself, or you can't replace your parts really. But this is the part that I need to replace today. This has got old. You might wonder what this is. Whoops, they're dropping it. Hang on. That's another thing. As you get old, you're less dexterous. Well, maybe that's true or not, I don't know. But there it is there. And that's the little shoe thing that, if you're interested in this, fits on the base of my camera light. There you go there. And the problem is that the threads on this seem to be gone, because when I try to screw it in, nothing happens. It just comes straight back out again, and my camera runs the risk of, or my light runs the risk of falling off my camera. So as you get older, your light runs the risk of not communicating with the rest of you, and you become forgetful. But I can tell you this much: you might be enlightened by watching this video, pardon the pun. But let's set off. So we're going to replace the thing. We're going to go to Fortune Town, where Tim Newton did a video on this of TNT a long time ago. This is the one-stop shop in Bangkok, notwithstanding Patunam, for all your electrical stuff. All the stuff that I'm using here today, my GoPro, the light, the digital recorder, my two cameras, Canon M50s, my tripods, were all bought in Fortune Town in Rashid Afasik, and they're all replaceable. But you're not replaceable. And one of the things about growing old in Thailand is, well, one of the things you notice that, you know, they always used to say, you know, as you get older, policemen start looking younger. Well, I've gone way past that. Am I on indicators or hazards? I'm on indicators. So I'm pulling out the shaded area. The reason it was in the shaded area, if this GoPro overheats, it'll shut down. So I wanted to keep it in the shade as long as possible. But as you get older, you know, you notice that people are getting younger, and that's what I've noticed. Hugely. Wigwam Night Market, or Sukhumvit for that matter, the girls are all in their 20s or 30s, more or less, give or take. Just because he's driving a BMW, he thinks he owns the road. That's another thing about Thailand. You can't see him there, but he's on my right. You'll see him maybe you'll see him there, I don't know. But give or take. And the older, I'm nearly 60, and I keep running into girls doing what I do who are in their 20s, maximum in their 30s, and you feel the age. You feel it. Not only do you feel the age when you compare yourself with, oh, by the way, Thailand's population is dropping, and it's aging as well. I haven't got the statistics, but you no doubt, if you Google it, you'll find that to be the case. The younger population aren't getting married and having babies. Well, as far as I can see, they're all having bloody babies, but not to the required extent to maintain the population. So the population is declining. But having, you know, whatever, I'm getting older, and I feel it when I get up in the morning. It takes me a while. It takes a while for all the joints to synchronize, you know, and to get into action. Even a short drive like this, getting out of the car, you know, it takes a minute or two to be as mobile as you need to be. But that's to be rejoiced, you know. I'm still mobile, I'm still getting around. But getting old in Thailand and realising that vulnerability, it's ever looming. It's ever looming, and the last thing you want is to be vulnerable because of your health. There's another YouTuber. Well, I don't mention YouTubers' names because I don't want to draw attention, negative or positive. Just not that I draw positive attention on them, but I don't want whatever I do or say to draw negative attention on them. So there wasn't, and you know who he is if he's watching this, and if you watch his channel you probably know. He ended up in hospital with some kind of virus, and he mentioned that he was peeing into a bottle, and the bottle was empty, like a bottle from 7-Eleven, and the bottle, someone came around and emptied the bottle periodically, but of course he didn't. There was always a trickle left in it. Imagine that in a ward with 20 or 30 people. There was a stench in the ward, and he mentioned that they were all in diapers, and he made sure that he wasn't going to end up in diapers, so he struggled to the bathroom to do his business. But vulnerability, it highlighted the vulnerability, and he's a young man, you know, he's in his 30s I think, but it highlights the vulnerability. And by the way, damn good video, that was a fantastic video from the heart. Again, I won't mention, you're probably wondering who I'm talking about, but I don't want to mention names because as I said, I don't want to draw the wrong kind of attention to people, you know. But anyway, so basically, I'm vulnerable. We're all vulnerable, but you're so much more vulnerable when you're not on your home turf as you get older. When you get younger, I wish it was the case you get younger. But when you were younger, you're less vulnerable. So I'm reached a stage where I'm quite vulnerable, and you know, it's always only a question of time. It's always only a question of time. Someone once said to me, and it was an 80-year-old man. He said there's an awful lot to be said for sudden death. You don't want to be hanging around waiting for it to happen, and you certainly don't want to be hanging around in Thailand on your own waiting for it to happen and paying the expense. I mean, the expense of a private hospital in Bangkok, I don't know, ballpark 100,000 baht for a few 3 or 4 days. That's $3,000. So that's another aspect of growing old. So with the advent, let's say, is that the right word, of technology, we're going to have nanotechnology within our children's lifetime, let's say, or maybe our grandchildren's lifetime. I think it's our children's lifetime, where there'll be nanotechnology inside our bodies that will find, oh, we're in the shade, it's wonderful, that will find the diseases and kill the diseases before they become a problem for us. That's nanotechnology. You can Google it. But we're a bit early for that, like, you know. It's not gonna save me, I suppose, and the older I get, the more vulnerable I get. So anyway, let's see. I can't replace myself, or I can't replace my own body parts unless I import them as a transplant, and of course then you have to take immune suppressancy drugs for the rest of your life, and you might say, which is worse. But anyway, let's see if I can replace this shoe screw thing for my light. Let's see if they'll let me record in Fortune Town if I'm using a GoPro. You see, I always like to give an extra dimension to my videos, you know that, and that's what we're doing now. So anyway, join me in a couple of seconds. Well, it'll be a couple of seconds for you, it's going to be a while for me, and we'll be in Fortune Town looking for, it's always the same here, traffic. Anyway, someone beeping someone there. Join me in a couple of seconds, or join me again in a couple of seconds.
เรามีไฮไลท์แล้วนะครับหูฟัง EKG 7299นะครับทีมงานไปแล้วนะครับบอกแล้วนี่นะครับติดติ๊กเกอร์แล้วไปเลยนะครับตอนนี้นาทีทองเรียกว่าไม่ควรพลาดจริงๆมาไวไปไวได้เลยนะครับหูฟังมาแล้วเหรอไปแล้วเหรอหูฟังไปแล้วบอกแล้วมาไวไปไวเค็มไวแน่นอนครับด้วยความที่วันนี้เป็นวันสุดท้ายของนาทีทองอ่ะเนาะใช่ครับขอจัดเต็มให้ลูกค้านิดนึงนะฮะราคาดีมากใครอยากได้อะไรตอนนี้รีบหยิบรีบจับ
Well, we've just arrived in Fortune Town. I just got to find this place now. Before I do anything, sometimes security can ask you to turn off your photographic equipment when you're walking around this place. It happened to me before. Let's see if I can solve this problem of replacing the aging part, aging component of my photographic equipment, whereas I can't replace an aging part of my physical equipment. But there you go, that's life, you know, and the realization of that is, let's say, sobering. Anyway, let's see if I can find this place. This is where I buy a lot of my lighting equipment. Well, the light I actually have, I bought here, but I don't know if they have the coupling. Let's have a look and see. Sweaty crap. Bad in the cup. So they have it, thank God. This has saved my bacon, it really has. Okay, tar rightนะครับ
ตัวนี้190 บาท
like pam long gone แป๊บนึง Okay, thank you ครับผม Okay, oops daisy คนถาม Okay, brother ทำ promotion YouTube. Okay, okay, Barry Cantonese เก่งมาก Okay, anytime เก่งมาก Okay, เท่าไหร่ครับ 190 Okay, thank you. So they have everything here, just to show you. Any kind of couplings that you want, even for GoPros there, look. It's all there. Okay. Ging ma. Like I'll sit. Right down. Right down. Ni song loy. Okay. Come me bicep cup, okay? Couple. Okay. Any amount of accessories here. This is in Chiang Mai, Chiang Sam. So we're on the 3rd floor. It's Power Pro Company is the name. Power Pro Company. You get everything in here. Absolutely anything you want. Microphones, lighting, couplings, the whole shoot match. Crew Iran Pro Power Company ใช่
ใช่
Okay, Pro Power Company ชั้น 3 Fortune Tower
ใช่
Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Bye. Thank you. Okay. Job done. I can't believe it. How quick was that? So now we're back in business for 190 baht, which is about $3, and you get a receipt. So guys, how much thought have you given to the aging process? And how much thought have you given to the aging process in Thailand? And are you covered? I'm covered. I've got health insurance, I've got accident insurance. It doesn't cover you against every likelihood, but it sure as hell gives you reassurance. So I'm reassured. I've got the reassurance that I can continue to bring you quality videos for the big picture panorama, which I need that light for because I mount that light on my Canon M50 camera, but I use the GoPro 10 for my Alpha Omega videos. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Well guys, I hope that you are reassured in the knowledge that you can replace, well you know that, you can replace anything apart from your health. And that's the truth. So rest assured in the knowledge. Also be rest assured in the knowledge that I'll bring you top quality videos on Alpha Omega and the big picture panorama ongoing.